Jim Rohn famously said, "Your network is your net worth." Now, many famous people have used that quote since then. I've heard it from Mark Victor Hansen. I've heard it from Tim Sanders. I've heard it from many people who have successfully made advances in their career, because I believe that all opportunities come from people. My name is Thom Singer, and thank you for watching this video. I have written several books on this whole idea of how do you connect with people? What is the importance of human connections in our business world where everything has moved to a digital format? But let's face it, social media is wonderful, and there are so many digital and mobile and online tools that we can use to connect with people. Many people think that the whole art of networking, the idea of getting to know somebody one-to-one in a face-to-face arena, they think that is yesterday's news. However, when we really look at how we connect with people, a like, a link, a share, and a follow really doesn't amount to that much unless there's a personal relationship behind it. I often speak to large audiences and I ask people about the amount of inbound opportunities they get from people who they've never met, who they've barely ever had any interaction to, but who they have some sort of a social media link to. Now, some people who've developed a large influencer-like following have examples of where they have been able to turn pure non-personal connections into real business. But most people stare at me like a deer in the headlight. I asked somebody the other day in an interactive session working with a sales team in a company, I asked somebody to come up on stage and talk with me about their experience using LinkedIn. Now, they had had some minimal success using this platform, and they thought that it totally took away the need to have to network or cold call. And yet, when we really sat down and talked about what was happening, they weren't really having the amount of success that they believed was possible. There's a difference between believing something is possible and actually seeing results. So I am a huge fan. Don't get me wrong. I am a huge fan of social media. I use LinkedIn. I'm active on Twitter and on Instagram. I love Facebook. Yes, I love all of these tools. However, what I have found consistently over a 30-year career is that where I have a personal relationship is where I am able to find success. So my network has been responsible for my net worth. Now, over the last couple of years, when the economy shut down and the live meetings business went away, it totally hit me really hard everywhere. It hit me in the ego. It hit me in the pocketbook, because I make my living speaking at live in-person meetings. Yes, I did pivot and do some virtual things and stuff like that, but most of my referral engine came from people seeing me present and then hiring me to come into their company or their association. And what happened was, when like a giant parking brake was pulled on my career, I needed help. And so I did something that I thought was unique, and it turned out to be very valuable. And that is, every single day, Monday through Friday, I made an appointment to chat with somebody who I thought was smart. I called the whole project "Talk to One Smart Person Every Day." Now, these were not strangers. These were not people who I accidentally had run across in some forum or some social media. This wasn't people who I only knew through likes, links, shares, and follows. These were people who I had met over the years, either in person or using virtual tools, but more than once, where we had had conversations and back to back. Maybe we'd done some work together. Maybe they were a former client. And the whole point of doing this was, I said, "Hey, do you have any ideas of how I can pivot during this really crazy time?" And I talked to well over 200 people, and about a dozen of them gave me ideas that were able to allow me to make a few pivots, make a few tweaks, and be able to earn income. So therefore, these people who I knew and the time we spent together brainstorming and their willingness to help me, bottom line, impacted my net worth. So Jim Rohn was right. Knowing people and having a real relationship is going to affect everything in your life. As I said at the beginning, all opportunities in life come from people, which means we have to get back to treating people as if they matter as an individual, not just sending, giant spam bulk emails. We need to have more personal and less broadcast in the way we engage with people if we want those people to be there for us in our times of need. So I strongly believe that your network matters and it will impact the opportunities that come your way. So today, before you go to bed, find a way to reach out to someone on a one-on-one basis. Don't just send them a DM, actually call them. Maybe set up an appointment. It might take you a couple days to get on their calendar, but try to have personal interactions with people. Make your motto more personal and less broadcast. And over a lifetime, over your whole career, you're going to find more opportunities than most people who think they can do it with likes, links, shares, and follows. Networking really does matter. And even in today's virtual and digital world, I think it matters more than ever. Hey, thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to put out some content that will help people get back to these basics of why people matter in their career. So do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, just push the button and leave me a comment and let me know what you thought of this video and any ideas of what you'd like me to talk about next. Thanks a lot.